This program is proudly brought to you by the FSCA.
Thank you so much. Hello to you and welcome to Zaka. Well, as the saying goes, there are many ways that you can skin a cat, just like there are many ways that you and your group can make and grow your money. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Make sure that you diversify. And that is exactly what our group today is focusing on. They're making sure that they grow from being a burial society into an organization that can invest into offshore accounts. Darling, we're going to see how Zaka can be of assistance and help them to grow. We'll connect them to an expert who'll give them relevant, reliable, and credible information so that they can make better financial decisions. Let's go and meet them. Zaka mos, asvai.
Mlungisi Madonsela. I joined Inhlanganiso beginning of 2010.
Tell me a little bit about the social club.
Sesina Scarlet 2009, 13 years now in business.
Sure. And you focus on what aspects of coming together to collect money? Is it burial? Is it investment? What sort of social club is this?
I would say it's a combination, Ayanda. It started as a burial. Obviously, we upgraded to my investments and other business aspects. C20.
Okay. Individual members?
Individual members, yeah. Inhlanganiso was a group of friends that had incidents, and then they decided to come in like Ukshonelwa and all that stuff. Then bafanele bahlanganise amasenti kuyoncedisa lapho uncwaba. Then we decided to, you know what, we don't want that. We want a structure that will always save money for us. That's how Inhlanganiso started. But over the years, Inhlanganiso has grown.
And then man contributor, kichwa malini?
So far, Sikipa 300 a member.
Okay.
And then we compensate, obviously, as is obesivakashele khona, we compensate ukudla masiqeda lapha.
300 weekly, monthly?
Monthly. Every month, yeah. Once first week of the month.
All right.
Khona manje, if let's say ngine a funeral scheme, a certain scheme, they take time to pay. But in this organization, as soon as uba death and wakhona register a certificate, they pay you immediately. So it helps a family during a grieving time ukuthi bakhona organize izinto zabo ngasikhathi while basalinde other policies to pay, because other policies they take 24 to 48 hours, which is ngemotionally awunaso leso sikhathi udinga imali ngaleso sikhathi ukuthi ezinye izinto zikhona ukwenzeka, like ukubhadala bomosha ukuthi umosha kumele kube ne top up, or kumele ukuthenga igroza, or kumele ukuthenga inkomo. And thina abantu abamnyama sisebenza normally nge7 days period. If umuntu ushone Monday weekend kumele sincwabe.
And then as you began working, what sort of challenges did you encounter along the way, and how did you overcome lama challenge?
Maningi ama challenges abakhona. One, obvious some contributions. Some people will falter kuma contributions. Others will fall away, and be dismissed. There's so a lot of challenges that we have encountered, but mainly it's about money.
Yeah. And then things like boma paperwork, so not to say it's in a constitution or it's an agreement, mawuthi khona abanye ba dismissed. Ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi ba dismissed based on what akhona ama clause and wakhotha ukuthi abantu ungoshela ku clause 7. Yeah, that's why it's important.
So obviously, as a group of friends, it was difficult at first. Remember, there's also that line of friends and
personal relationships. Yes.
But along the way, says I was loose collectors. Our constitution is there. We used to also falter within the constitution before, but recently we went on and straight on constitution and dismissed people based on the constitution that was signed by them.
Yeah.
And asingokungcwaba kuphela, we also helping into eningi. Like if a member is going through a situation, maybe mhlambe endlini, we go come give up his support. Let's say maybe one payroll umsebenzi, like one I was one ngaphelelwa umsebenzi nami. And there were times where I couldn't make it endlini ukuthi ngikhona uku support the family. And the guys were there, were assisting ukuthi okay, supporting umadona, kunezinto azidingayo monthly, they were able to cover there and there.
So when we look at what Zaka can do and how we can assist, what would you say are the main points where you would really want us to come in and help your organization?
Okay, I would say, I think the challenges that any organization is facing, I'll look at from internally, is group dynamics for society. That's the biggest challenge. Obviously, other avenues where society can or barriers can participate on. I think Zaka can give us other options where we can participate economically. So, and yeah.
What I want us to move forward with, what I want to see in an organization is the organization, it build a legacy ukuthi asi legacy ezofa. I legacy ezocontinue ithathwe abantwana bethu ihambe idlulele kubantwana bethu.
Awesome. And when you're speaking about expansion, this is marketing and advertising. We're looking at ways of attracting more members now. So that's the third point that maybe our financial expert can come through and say, manifunu kulisa this vehicle, nifunu attract more members, maybe try 1, 2, and 3. Maybe those are some things that we can also look at, marketing.
Like I said to you, any intervention that can able to uplift at the current moment, we will appreciate it.
I like it. It's a blank check. Pelamoti, any intervention.
Any intervention. Remember, you can't diagnose yourself.
Yeah.
You know, organizational, you can't diagnose yourself. Every organization goes outside and have a look from people outside to say, guys, what can we do more?
So it sounds to me like our financial expert definitely has his work cut out for him. You'll meet him in just a moment. He'll definitely assist when it comes to things like financial literacy, discussing group dynamics, as well as seeing how we can expand the operations and attract more members. So it's definitely one to stick around for. We'll see you in just a moment. Do stay with us. Welcome back and thank you so much for joining us. This is Zaka, and just before the break, we met Umlungisi who told us all about Mhlanganweni Social Club, and we promised that we will connect the club to an expert to help them scale their operations. Tamlu, ngiyabona ukuthi awusahambi wanu, hamba no Treasurer General wakho. Hayi nami ngilethe i-reinforcement. If Prime ukhona lana, i-financial expert yethu izosiza. I don't know if you want to just maybe give him high level what sort of assistance you need as Mhlanganweni, and then you can also ask your questions. Sikhulume nje later.
Ngiyajabula ukuhlangana nathi, maybe uzokwazi ukusinceda. Njoba sisho ukuthi emhlanganweni sinama issues our group dynamics.
Okay.
Whereby different ideas tend to clash. Sine issue yama investment esifuna ukwayenza beside only ukungcwaba kuphela. We wanna expand the portfolio yethu.
Mhlanganweni, it is a very well-organized group, so to say. You know, they know what they want, you know, and they are going for what they want. And you can see that they are taking Stockfield from this level of, you know, just from hand to mouth, you know, and they are taking it to the next level. I think this is a wonderful opportunity, you know, talking about small beginnings, you know, that's where everything starts. And that's where you need to get everything right at that beginning, you know, even as you start, so that the issues of the group dynamics should not even temper with the business, even as it's growing. So the most important thing is, even as, you know, the the group comes together, those who are making decisions within the group, they must be sitting down to be coming up with a clear concept in terms of what are you guys about and what is it that you want to do, what is your goal, what is it that you want to achieve as a group. You're nicely starting as a stokvel, a burial society, which is something which is important, Ayanda, when we're talking about taking the stokvel to the next level. Yes. So they didn't just say it's a group of friends coming together, helping each other to bury one another, but now they want to advance it. They want to take it a step high to say, what else can we do in order to bring finances, to bring Zaka into the group, so that is the most important thing. So sitting down as a group, to say, let us go back to a drawing book. Let us now reconceptualize. What is it that we want to do? Where are we going as a group? And that be clarified, you write it down, you make it plain so that everybody in the group know that what are you guys all about? What is it that you want to achieve? What are your goals? What is it that you are aiming to do? And in that way, it helps to clarify the group dynamics. If ever somebody's thinking of that or somebody's thinking of that, but you bring everybody to book and say, okay, remember what we are about. Yes, maybe there is an angle of expansion, there's an angle of adding one or two other things, but the main thing that we come together about, it is this. Then everybody comes back to that, and then we can be able to expand and then grow from that angle.
Ukujoina kwami ireason ukuthi yazi makuvele umshophi ekhaya yazi uyadinga ukuthi ube naleyo assistance. So ngababona abafethu ukuthi benza into enhle encomekayo bancedana. Ngoba mabangitshela bayiqala nje as friends, oyi-one abangani babo wayevele lo mshophi then yaqala kanjalo. So nami ngifike nje sokuyinqola ehambayo. Yeah, so ngabona ukuthi iyanceda kakhulu lento lena. From that little amount oyifakayo every month. But mawuvelelwe yilokhuzana umshophi uyakhona ukuthi uncedakale kakhulu.
So they've been in operation since 2009. Is it 2009? Yeah, since 2009. And sometimes, you know what it's like with memberships. If I lose my job, angisakhiphi imali, or sometimes I say, ngizobhadala next month, all those things. So some of the members had to be dismissed. But there's also the issue of the constitution upon which you can then base that dismissal. So the constitution, I understand, exists. It's there. I'm not sure to what point we're adhering to it and whether or not there are those kind of clauses that make sure that everybody is on the same page.
That constitution is the very much important thing. It is your guiding principle. It's your guiding Bible, so to say. To say, what are the organization all about? Who is involved? Where are we operating from? What are the things that we are doing here as an organization, as a stokvel? So that anybody who comes from outside might be guided by these principles, might be guided by this constitution. Those ones who are not able to keep up with the organization, the constitution should clearly outline to say this is what happens if a person defaults. And obviously we want to carry everybody with us. We don't want anybody to be left behind. Maybe in the constitution, you can just leave it close to say, okay, maybe we'll give you the second chance, the third chance. But after the fourth chance, if things are not working out, this is business, this is money, and wherever there's money and then there is people involved, you need to always have guiding principles that will guide the group, So the constitution will be able to stipulate, to say this is what happens if a person is no longer able, to contribute as it's expected of part of the stokvel.
Ephraim will come very handy in helping us on the aspects that we still not setting Guzo, in organizing ourselves, our finances, our compliance, which is big. Since we want to grow, all those things he would basically even upskill certain members like our treasurer and our finance department.
The society is happy, but we still need more improvement. We need more to invest and make more money than instead of sishayile imali then sisitshela ukuthi soyisebenzisa, but we must bring in money. Yeah, so we from Praishi, upra if ngiyathanda ukuthi singahlangana futhi sithola ama advice going forward. Yeah.
Very much
as a
interesting,
financial advisor.
Mdu, because as you are speaking, I'm thinking about issues of bookkeeping, cash flow, you know, so we can take you and maybe the chairperson, you know, because the three are the most important people in the Stokvel. Your chairperson, your secretary, and Mutswara Matlotlo, you know, the one who
who's
cashes
got the purse.
yes. And then we can just take you through a specific workshop where we look into the finances and saying, how do you manage your finances? How do you work in terms of the cash flow of the organization and issues of budgeting itself, because it also impacts on how the finances will be running of the organization. You know, they are willing to learn, they are willing to look at other avenues, and you can see their vision is looking into investments. You know, where can we go and venture in? They need more information regarding financial literacy. They want to know more so that they can be able to handle their finances in a better way. So it is quite interesting. I think this is where we want to see our Stokvels, you know, moving from that level of contributing monies, and then at the end of the year you redistribute the monies. You know, how about taking it to another level where now those monies, you are able to invest them, you are able to go into properties, you are able to go into business venture and so forth and so on, and then you create more wealth for the members of the organization.
We'll continue this discussion in just a moment, but for now, let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this.
Yeah, guys, since you invited me in this session, can you kindly brief me what the session was all about?
Besi Upra E was advising us with many issues that we have within Mhlanganweni. Like my issues, what should we do with compliance when we want to register the organization, issues. I think what was the issue?
Yeah, we was advising in terms of what society.
When looking at the terms and conditions, it doesn't matter what you're involving yourself in. It is important, and by law, it is required that whosoever that is giving you the service, they must sit you down, take you through the terms and conditions, you know, make you understand each and every terms and conditions that they have put, so that is important.
I think this exercise, it's very helpful, and it's also opening up other opportunities to say, okay, khona manje with the organization sila, yes, it's an underwriter, it's an investment esinayo in a financial institution, but it brings more opportunities to grow the organization, to get new opportunities in terms of our investment. Yeah, balok bayangichazisela la bangifida in ukuthi uput Ishmael unendaba ezimnandi, which is I have more question on this side.
Okay.
Maybe mhlawumbe makangangisondela kancane. Angasipha the more inner thing that we looking at in terms of the organization yethu. Hence ngisho ukuthi ngosekela kule organization.
Very good.
Most of the things ngisupporta lo baba, but at the same time I'm driving him, so that this car of this emhlanganweni can move in the right direction.
Very good, very good. Ayithi phela fanele check ama blind spot. Imoto mayihamba khona ofanele usamtshela ukuthi hey driver ngathi kuna ibhayisikile ezayo la emove ngathi awuyibonanga.
Given the conditions that today, there is interest hikes, there is the price of petrol is going up, price of food going up, everybody wants to find themselves having another way of earning money, and even organizations, they are also looking into that to say, what is our side hustle? What other things can we do beyond us contributing finances? Can we not be able to come together and those monies that we contributed, invest them somewhere so that we can also have a different hustle, today you find that Stockfells, they started as a group, of people coming together, saving money together. But today they open up companies. Today they're looking at other avenues in which they can be able to venture into. They're looking at investing in properties, investing in farming, in agriculture, and so forth and so on. So this is where everybody finds themselves, where now they're thinking it's not enough for us to just contribute finances and redistribute them, but rather what other avenues can we do? So that is the power of group working together as a group, coming together as a group, for there is power in that. Even as you are thinking the same thoughts and moving in the same vision, you can see there is power in that.
Athi ngizonishiya ke nihlebe nje niyenze show ukuthi niyakhuluma indaba yenu kahle. Ephraim uthe uyabuya, uthe uzobuya lana azon-assista. So I think laba baphelele khona wena uzogcwalisa angithi makase kafikile. Ethi ngimamela ngifuna ukubamela indaba zenu too much. Ngizosuka ngijoyine la ngayimiselanga. No ngiyabonga
No,
baphuthi.
ukujoyina it's welcome. No, you're welcome.
Ikhona yami 300 ungawari.
Okay, no.
Izaka ingincedile ngoba I know now where to consult going forward masifuna uncedo financially. Nokuthi manje us-advisile nokuthi you have to grow, si-attract amanye ama-members, si-grow as a society, singami endaweni eyi-one sithi si-society but we're still standing in one place, but there must be growth.
Zaka did help us to understand that if we want to grow as an organization, these are the steps that we need to take. We now know that we need to be compliant if we're going on business. We now know if we wanna invest, what we need to do as an organization. Our bookkeeping also will Zaka help us so that we can able to grow as a Inhlanganiso. So we will also like to thank Zaka for coming through and helping us with his fulfill our mandate as an office and to grow the organization. Zaka does help.
Well, there you have it. We wish the best of luck and we'll be with them along this journey, helping them achieve all their goals. I think their story really reminds me that we should never despise the day of small beginnings, because what could start out as a group of friends that come together, share money to help each other bury their loved ones can really turn into an organization that does great things, maybe even all over the world. So, what are you and your friends getting up to? How are you making and growing your money? And what sort of assistance do you need to scale your operations? Get in touch with us and we can connect you to an expert who will give you relevant, credible and reliable information so that you can make better financial decisions. Let's go make our money, honey.